10272 kwa 811.
Kitubio au upatanisho. Sakramenti ya kitubio ndiyo sakramenti
Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu zungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika, imarika we.
Happy New Year from Capuchin TV. Hoping that you have enjoyed your festive season, still keeping safe with your loved ones and your friends, and hoping that you are enjoying yourself, knowing that, the schools were opened, were reopened after, having a closure of 9 months. And you know how we do this every Tuesday from 10:30 a.m. We have a discussion with the Caritas Microfinance Bank to help you understand on your finances. We have the solution for you. And because it's all about the, opening school week, we are going to have a discussion topic today that is financial solutions for the schools. And I'm glad to be joined by one of the guests from the Caritas Microfinance Bank official, and he will be introducing himself and telling us more about himself. Welcome. Good morning. My name is Maureen Kimani. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Maureen.
How are you doing?
Very fine.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How was your New Year?
It was fantastic. We crossed the year safely, and we thank God for that. My name is Albert Kipkoech. I'm the branch manager, Caritas Microfinance Bank, Kawangware branch, and I'm glad to be here again to share more about financial inclusion and financial solutions. Yes.
Welcome back. Keep quiet. Yes. Yeah, thank you for making time for Capuchin TV. And because we have maybe that one viewer who doesn't know who Caritas is and what they do, maybe you can briefly explain what Caritas do and who they are.
Thank you, Maureen. Caritas Microfinance Bank is a financial institution. It's a bank that is licensed by the Central Bank of Kenya to carry out banking activities in the Republic of Kenya. And we got our license in 2015. We celebrated a 5-year anniversary in August 2020. And ever since we began, we have had very good support from fellow Kenyans who have appreciated our services and products. And we offer all banking services under one roof in our 7 branches that are distributed across Nairobi and Kiambu counties. So we look forward to taking these services closer to citizens across the country, probably in the near future, in calculated and strategic moves. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And we know that, the country have been having, that COVID-19 pandemic. And we can see that the economy was very low till at the moment it's trying to pick up. How was Caritas, Microfinance Bank affected that that like you support the education system and the schools were closed for 9 good months?
Yeah, Caritas Microfinance Bank was affected, just like the other banks were affected. But we thank God that 2020 is behind us. We're looking forward to 2021, and we pray that we get good business going forward. But by and large, I would say that 2020 was not a bad year. Although we were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, that led to closure of schools as a government directive, we were able to support most of the schools that are our customers. And some of the support that we gave them was what we call repayment holidays, or moratorium for that matter. Some made requests to us to give them an holiday for up to 6 months, ending January this month, to be able to get an holiday from repaying their loans, and so that they can resume now that schools have resumed. So quite a number of them requested. Some of them we engaged one-on-one, because we know our customers. We engaged them, and we had a discussion on how we can be able to support them go through the challenge of the 9-month holiday that the schools were closed. And most of them have come back to say they really have appreciated the fact that we were able to stand by them, because a friend in need is a friend in need. And Caritas Microfinance Bank is a bank that listens. It's a bank that is dynamic, is flexible, and above all, we are a bank that offers dignity in the way we offer our services, and we are guided by, we are a faith-sponsored institution, sort of, because we are sponsored by the Catholic Church through the Archdiocese of Nairobi, who is our main shareholder, and we thank God that we have been able to see good progress for the schools, for the business community that are working with us. We have been able to support them largely to overcome the challenges of that entire period. And business is really picking up, and as we can see from now, as I left the branch in the morning, I saw quite a number of customers coming in. Some just coming to say thank you for standing with us. So they have really appreciated that we are able to give them that holiday. And then number two, we are also able to advise them on what they need to do to survive, you know, because they had to survive somehow. They had to pay some certain bills, like electricity and all that. So we had to come in and advise them how they can be able to streamline their operations within that context and that period to be able to survive. And just courtesy of that advice, a majority of them were able to reinvent themselves and even discover some other sources of income outside the school fees that they so much depend on. Some engaged in agribusiness, and they have been able to do something for the school and get income out of the agribusiness and other investment income generating activities within the schools. So it's been very interesting for us as Caritas, at Caritas Bank. We really appreciate. We also learned a lot during the period. Yes.
Yeah, talking about the agribusiness, I saw one of the school, you know, in the news, like they had planted on their field this Kuma wiki, and then they were trying to sell, but the teachers, the main teachers who were there, are the one who were taking the care of the field.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a difficult time. The schools had to be innovative and think of how to survive, to continue supporting their teachers, because there was no fees coming in. And I know of a customer who also decided to do poultry, and good enough, they made some good money for the year ending 2020. They had some good money to be able to pay their staff salaries for the entire period. So creativity is the key.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has the bank supported, education institution despite having the challenge of the COVID-19?
Yeah. So as I said earlier, we gave them those of the institutions that had loans with us. We invited them, and we talked, and we agreed based on a case-to-case basis how we can be able to give them an holiday for that period when they were not having any incomes. Number two, we supported them by giving them financial advice for free to be able to think outside the box, or even without the box of the school fees now in this case, which is the main source of income for them. We advise them to be innovative and think, look at what they have, the resources they have, the strength that they have as an institution. An institution, you can get a school that has big land, and they had not done any other diversification of income. They were largely depending on fees alone. And so we advise them, with all this land, you can do some dairy farming, you can do some poultry, you can do some agribusiness that is going to support the school. And all that is a project that is under the school. And so quite a number of institutions have begun this year with some good money in their account, just because we were able to advise them. By visiting them and advising them on the strength that they had, they were able to leverage on that and make ends meet. So it has been a very good opportunity for us to bond with the schools. It has been a very good opportunity for us to understand their strengths, their weaknesses, and the opportunities and the threats that they have. A complete SWOT analysis for each one of them has been able to guide them to overcome the pandemic, and they have emerged out of the pandemic stronger and more focused than ever before. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Albert. And we know that, after, the opening of the schools, there are those schools who want to expand the infrastructure, to expand, so that they can comply with the COVID-19 protocols and the rules that were given by the Ministry of Health and the Education, CS. What solution do you have for them as Caritas Microfinance Bank?
Thank you. For the schools, we have quite a number of a range of products and services that are solutions to their day-to-day activities, and largely for the schools we have developed very unique products for the schools, and most of the schools that we support, probably they need vans or buses to be able to transport their students, and we can be able to finance for them up to 100% the cost of acquiring the bus or the means of transport that they want, depending on their size and their need. We can be able to finance them under asset finance up to 100%. And number two, we can also be able to support them to acquire pieces of land to expand, and we can also be able to advance them development loan to develop the infrastructure that they need, be it the classrooms, the other infrastructure that they require to be able to offer the services to the students in this kind of environment where the ministry has given guidelines on the COVID-19 pandemic, to be able to ensure that the school population is safe. We can be able to advance them that amount to be able to carry out that expansion. We can also be able to give them what we call in business working capital. For example, they need some funds to be able to pay their teachers. Quite a number of schools did not have money to pay their teachers and to maintain their teachers up to now when they are opening schools. And those that were not able to maintain probably may have lost a teacher or two to other institutions that they thought were more caring. So some came to us and asked us to give them some advance to be able to meet their overhead expenses, like salaries and electricity, and even for the guards, they were full-time in school to guard the school property and all that. So we were able to give them support to be able to meet some of those costs. And we are not casting anything on stone. Every institution can come to us and we can customize something for them. That is the beauty about Caritas. They come to us, they tell us this is what we need, and we can be able to customize around the products that we have and even go an extra mile. We are an institution that is still growing. We can develop even more products that will be able to suit the specific needs of those institutions. So we want to welcome all the institutions as schools have opened to visit any of our branches, and we'll be able to give them customized solutions. Yes.
Okay. And for the loan appraisal, we know that our financial statements, it's very important.
Yes.
And, 2020 last year, there were no cash flows. The businesses were shut down, everything, the curfew with the lockdown. How was Caritas Microfinance able, to overcome that challenge?
Yes. We know that most of these institutions were in existence before COVID came in, and they had very good cash flows. And so we will look at the average cash flows probably for the last pre-COVID period, probably the last 2-3 years, to be able to come up with a position, an informed position that will guide us in supporting some of their requests. And we will also look at, most of the schools have come up with what we call a budget, which is ideally the school fee structure for this year. Of course, knowing that this is second term for some of the classes, except class standard grade 4 and standard 8, they have a fee structure. And so looking at the admission numbers as at now, and looking at the population as at now, we can be able to project and see what is it that is going to be comfortable for an institution to be able to repay, so that we do not overfund or underfund them. So we look at the financial, yes, but we also look at beyond the financials. We will also look at their budget, we will also look at their projections for the year, and we'll be able to reach an agreement on what we can be able to support such an institution with. So it is not cast on stone that 2020 was a difficult year and therefore we cannot be able to support them. We will support them. Yeah, and we have supported them. There are quite a number that we supported them even during the pandemic to expand. The pandemic gave them an opportunity to do some developments that they would have wanted to do, but because schools were on, the interference and all that was a major challenge. So quite a number of institutions have been funded by Caritas, and they have been able to renovate and even expand the physical infrastructures that they have to be able to accommodate more students. I know of a specific institution that had a lot of inquiries from parents wanting to move their kids to that school, and so they came to the bank to ask us how can we meet this challenge that we have with a business opportunity, and we were able to support them based on the projections of the admissions that they had given, and they have been able to do some massive work in terms of infrastructure, and the school looks beautiful. Yes,
that's very amazing, and it's very encouraging also. And before we go for the break, later when we come back, you'll explain how was the Caritas microfinance bank, or is it able to help the parents to raise their and to ease them for the burden of paying school fees, because the schools were reopening from yesterday, and maybe some parents don't have that financial to support and even to pay the school fees. That is Mr. Albert Kipkoech from Caritas Microfinance Bank, who is a branch manager from Kawangware. And we're taking a very short break. We'll be right back with much more discussion on this topic of financial solution for the schools.
Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu zungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika we.
Amri za Mungu. Ndimi Bwana Mungu wako. Usiabudu miungu wengine. Usilitaje bure jina la Mungu wako. Shika kitakatifu siku ya Mungu. Waheshimu baba na mama upate miaka mingi na heri duniani. Usiue. Usizini. Usiibe. Usiseme uongo. Usitamani mwanamke asiye mke wako. Usitamani mali ya mtu mwingine. Amri za Mungu.
Kupata
amri za Mungu.
Kama sikiza tune yako, bonyeza neno sikiza likifuatwa na nambari 738-10251. Are you looking for a quiet, productive, unique and relaxing location at the coast? Consolata Guest House has got it all for you. We are located in Likoni at the south coast. We have elegant, spacious and comfortable rooms at different packages for single and group occupancy at a pocket-friendly rates. We have excellent internet connection and spacious grounds for special events such as weddings and shooting. We provide fresh, delicious and healthy meals to cater for your health needs. In addition, we have a chapel to nourish you spiritually. For more information, booking and reservations, call us on 0768 117 280 or 0737 958 120. Email us at consolataguesthousemombasa@gmail.com.
Jamii kuimarika ni vikundi kuungana, muungano wa kujisaidia na uhusiano na caritas. Imarika, imarika we.
Kimasomo, kibiashara, kiukulima, kiteknolojia. Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu zungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika, imarika we.
Good morning and welcome back to Capuchin TV on this live discussion that we are having with the Caritas Microfinance Bank, and we are talking about financial solutions for the schools. And before we had gone for the break, we were talking about, does Caritas Microfinance Bank have solution for the parents to ease the burden of paying school fee? And in the studio, we're glad to have been joined by one of our guests from Caritas Microfinance Bank, and he's a branch manager from Kawangware, and he's going to take us through. Welcome back, Mr. Koech.
Thank you. On the issue of the parents getting support from Caritas, we have very good solutions. Number one, we give them a school fees loan, what we call a Kima school fees loan, that is able to meet their school fees needs of the students or their children, and they can be able to repay for a period of 12 months, and all they need is just to open an account with us and bring us their statement, or if they've been banking with us, we appraise and we give them the school fees. The fees is paid directly to the institution in question here. Number two is that we also have what we call a Chance or Junior account. Chance or Junior account is an account for guardians to be able to save for school fees requirements for their children. And they can be able to save, and they get a free bank check to the school where their children are learning. They can also get up to 80% loan on the same account based on the savings that they have in the account to be able to meet school fees. And they also get birthday notifications, and it's an account that is very good for the children, so that they also know that they have an account.
Keeping them entertained.
And then, encouraging a savings culture on the part of the children also. We also have what we call a Kima, Azina fixed deposit account for parents who want to fix some money in readiness for school fees for their children. So they can fix with us, and the rates that we give them are very good rates. Interest rates for them to be able to get money that can even meet shopping alongside the school fees that they have deposited with us. So we have quite a number of solutions that we can be able to give our parents, and I'm sure they'll be happy. For the schools, we also have the current accounts that for collection fees collection, to be able to collect fees. And there is a current account that transacted using a checkbook, and we also can give them, for any extra money that they have, we can give them preferential interest rates for their Zina deposit, which is the fixed deposit account, and us. We also have the call deposit, just in case probably there's some money somewhere that you are planning to use, but not immediately. Instead of it lying idle, you can place a call deposit with us, also for very attractive rates. And we have done this for many institutions around the country, and they have loved our services, from as far as western part of Kenya to as far as Mombasa. So we are not limited by the fact that we do not have branches across the other regions. We are able to reach out to them and give them support, and we give them solutions for the same.
Okay,
Yes.
that's very amazing. And we have had good stories about Caritas Microfinance Bank supporting the micro business. Maybe you can talk to us maybe more, or maybe talk to our viewer more about it.
Yeah, Caritas Microfinance Bank supports the micro businesses through various means. Number one is that we give them an opportunity to open an account free of charge. And most of the micros, to the rest of the other banks, they are a nuisance, if you allow me to use that word, because they have no records, and usually they bank very little money. So for us as Caritas Bank, we take pride in the fact that we want to support the micros to be able to grow and support the economy of this country, to grow their wallet, their wealth, and to be able to also contribute to the socio-economic development of this country. So we give them accounts, what are a savings account that has no ledger fee, no minimum balance, and they can transact using various channels. Number two, we can also give them current accounts. For those ones who are comfortable paying their suppliers using checks, they can give them a current account. The same account also does not have ledger fees, no minimum balance. And number three is that we also are able to give them loans depending on whatever they want. Some would want to purchase assets, want to purchase land for their personal home development or for the business premise development. We can give them those development loans or plot purchase loans. We can also give them asset finance loans, those who want to acquire assets like movable assets like cars to be able to move from point A to point B in the course of conducting their businesses. We can also give them working capital under what we call mastered seed loans and Jitegemee loans. Jitegemee are smaller loans which fit the category of the microfinance clients, and they are specific because these loans are processed within 24 hours. Actually, within a day, they have the money in the account, because we realize that when a micro client comes to the bank with a specific need, time is of essence, because time is money. So we fast track the processing for them to be able to run around and purchase whatever they want to purchase from Gikomba. For those who are dealing with the clothing business, those ones who are dealing with the agri products, they want to run across the country and probably get the supplies. They need solutions very fast. So the strength that we have as Caritas Microfinance Bank is that our TAT, or a turnaround time, is very, very quick. And we're able to meet the needs of those clients, the microfinance clients, almost instantaneously, so that they can be able to transact their businesses and grow. And we have seen quite a number graduating from micros to small and medium enterprises over a period of 1 to 2 years, because of the support that we have given them. So we want to encourage and advise most of the micros that they can come to us, and we can listen to them, and we'll give them support. We are at a level where we understand their needs, and we have customized products for them to be able to access, including also what you call bank assurance products. They will need to secure that to secure their businesses from perils like fire and all that. We can be able to support them on that through Caritas Insurance Agency. So all this customized package is available for the micros to be able to access them under one roof. Yes.
Okay, talking about the channels, we know many people don't like to go to the branches to do the transaction. What channels do you have?
Thank you. We have several channels. Number one is a customer can come to the branch, any of our branches, and be able to be served very, very quickly. Number two, we have our agents across, distributed across the region, including as far as Western Kenya. We have agents, and they can be able to transact like depositing and withdrawing cash at the agent outlets. Secondly, we also have mobile banking, where they can use the USSD code, and they can also use the app, which they can be able to download and be able to use. Basically, we have also partnered with the cooperative bank, what we call B2B. They can deposit or withdraw money at any Co-op kwa jirani agent or any co-op branch, and they can be the same can be reflected instantly in our books or in our accounts, in the individual accounts of the customers. So we are a bank that is going big in terms of digitizing everything, and probably even the digital solutions like Insta loan, mobile loan, where customers who have accounts with us can be able to access loans using their mobile phones at the comfort of their houses or their workstations, and they can be able to repay the same using the USSD code or the mobile banking app. Yes.
Okay, that's the one of the importance of technology.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
talking about, today is about financial solution for the schools, and finances, it's very important to every person. And when you don't save, you get some hiccups. There are ups and downs, and it's very important. They say it's not much about how much money you have, it's about how you manage it, or maybe how you keep it.
Correct.
What are the requirements of the savings accounts?
Opening a savings account, that is pretty easy. All you just need is your ID and KRA PIN, and we are good to go. We just fill a form there, and we are able to open an account for you. Yeah, and that account, we will give you, you are eligible to get an ATM card, which you can transact. You can be able to use to do shopping, and you can also be able to use to access funds, or using the ATM or the point of sale terminals for the Visa branded machines across the country, which does not limit you to any particular institution alone. Visa is an international company. When you give your Visa card, you can transact anywhere across the country, even outside the country. So that is what I'm saying. And the savings account does, as I said, does not have a minimum balance, does not have a ledger fee. It has very minimal transactional fee, so that when you transact, you only pay something small, which you cannot even compare with the other big banks, because we take care of the interests of the customers first, and we focus on numbers. So we are able to subsidize some of those costs, and that is why it is convenient for most of these micros to come to us and open accounts. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. That is Mr. Albert Kipkoech from Caritas Microfinance Bank. And I'm sure you have something to say for the closing remarks, maybe to the parent on this topic that we had, financial solution for the schools. Maybe you can say something.
Yeah, I want to wish all the schools a safe term, as the students will go back to school. I am sure they have the term fully packed, because for some it is it's the last term. For the standard 8s, I'm sure, and even the Form 4s, it is the last term. For the others, it is the second term, and we want to wish them all the best. Even with COVID now being the new normal, we know that they have put in place measures as guided by the Ministry of Education and the Minister of Health in terms of the COVID guidelines, and we hope that they are keeping safe. However, if they need any support, they are free to call us or visit any of our branches, and we'll give them solutions to be able to comply with the requirements, because compliance is always important, because it enhances the safety of the learners and the entire school community for that matter. So we have solutions for the schools. We want to welcome all the schools to come and visit us. We will give them customized packages for them to be able to meet their needs. And for the parents, we are also welcoming them to pay their school fees through our various channels, be it the agent or the branches. They can visit us, and they can be able to use those channels to be able to transact, pay for their school fees, borrow school fees loan and all that, and even save for the next term, because I know some have released students. Now it's important for them also to open the Chanzo Junior account that I mentioned, and start saving for the next term or even for the next academic year. And we will be able to give them that solution. Thank you.
Okay, and talking about visiting the branches and talking to Caritas Microfinance Bank, maybe you can share the bank contacts.
Yeah, the bank contacts, they can reach us through both social media or mobile. We have our landline number is 020-515-1500, and we also have a mobile number which is 0729-986-331, And if you want to do an email to make an inquiry or something, it is info@caritas-mfb.co.ke, and our website is caritas-mfb.co.ke.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Albert, for making time for Capuchin TV and also for helping our viewer to understand on the financial solution for the schools. Maybe one person has the kid at home, they don't know the way to go out to, to take back their children, and maybe some are worried when they take the children back, will they be safe? But you have helped them to understand that you have ensured that everything is in place through the Caritas Microfinance Bank, partnering with other schools and institutions. Everything is safe, and they can trust and promise that they are going to be very okay.
Yeah, they can come to us anytime. They do not need to be customers of Caritas Microfinance at the moment. They can come and we'll ask them for the statement of their bank, including even their M-Pesa statement, and we can be able to appraise and give them money to be able to take their children. And the other institutions will ask them, oh, where is your statement? You have not been saving with us. We will just tell them, come. And we will not require them to open an account and start transacting fast. We require them just to give us a statement as it is now. And we will work with that one and be able to advance some school fees loan for the children. So they are free to come to us anytime. And allow me also to take this juncture to wish all our partners and all our customers the very best of the new year 2021. We are working together and we are more rejuvenated to be able to serve them in this 2021 to achieve their dreams of their businesses or their institutions, to be able to grow. So we want to grow with them. We welcome them to visit us. We welcome them to call us, and they will not go home empty-handed. They will go home on a very satisfied load. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Albert. Keep courage for making time, and also to the Caritas Microfinance Bank. We say thank you to you. And before we end with the show, I have a very much quote to share. It's about money. It says, money is a terrible master, but an excellent servant. Maybe you can think about it. Thank you so much to our viewer for making time and for, having followed the discussion on the financial solution for the schools, and wishing you all the very best. Have a good day. My name is Maureen Kimani. Stay blessed.
Jamii kuimarika ni vikundi kuungana, muungano wa kujisaidia na uhusiano na Caritas. Imarika we.
Kimasomo, kibiashara, kiukulima, kiteknolojia. Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu zungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika